Hello, this is the Cobra GT35040VX, which is a battery-powered garden trimmer, and this is how it arrives with you in a box. So what we're going to do is just open the box, take everything out, and I'll show you how simple it is to assemble so you can start using it around the garden. Here it is then on the table, very, very easy to put together. Everything you need to know, of course, is in the owner's manual. So, do look at that, read it, and then keep it somewhere safer if you should need it in the future. So we've got the main unit here, the grass trimmer that will fold into position very simply there. We've also got the handle. We've got the guard here that goes on the cutting head and the little blade on there that trims the nylon cord. The first thing we need to do is to get the battery on charge, and here it is. We've got the charger and the battery. It will come with some charge already in it, but it's good practice to fully charge it. So I've plugged the charger in and we simply just slide that into position like that. Very easy to put in position, and when we've got there a green flashing light, that tells us that the battery is charging. When it goes a solid green, it's fully charged. And when we need to take it out, it's very simple. It's just the red lever at the back. Just lift that and then it will slide off, and then you can use it. And just a little bit of information on the battery care. Store it somewhere at room temperature. Lithium-ion batteries don't like to be cold, so room temperature is ideal. And then in the winter, when you're not using it, again, make sure that you bring it into the house rather than leave it over winter in a cold shed, and that will greatly improve the performance and the life of your battery. So we'll put that back on and get that charging. While the batteries are on charge, we'll just very quickly put this together. So we've got the main trimmer here, which is in two parts, as you can see. It's all joined together by the cable. So what we need to do is just fold that into position, line it up with this little arrow here on this hole, so it's got to be in line, and then just wiggle it in, and then when this piece drops down to there, we can then just tighten this up. So that's now holding that firmly in place like that, so that's good and strong. We've then got the guard here that's going to go on the cutting head. So this is the nylon cutter that will be cutting the weeds and the grass. Obviously we need to stop all the debris being blown around. So easiest way is just turn it upside down like that. And there are two holes here on the plastic moulding. And what we need to do is to take the guard here, and it fits over onto there. So it literally slots into position. You can't get it wrong. And then we've got two screws. So you do need a crosshead screwdriver to attach these. So just give those a tighten to hold that firmly into place. So they need to be really tight to hold that in position so it doesn't wobble here. Just while we've got it upside down here, this is what we call a bump feed here. So the nylon cord is in there. If it gets short or it breaks, if you hit a piece of wood, what you do is you just bang that onto the ground and it releases more nylon cord. And there's a blade here, it's wrapped in this masking tape for safety, so you need to take this white tape off. There's a blade there, the cord comes out too long and it cuts it to length. So you will hear a cutting noise when you've bumped it, and then it's got exactly the right length to cut in the grass. Now that's attached, we can fit the handle, so we're just going to turn it back over like that, and this is the handle here. So what we need to do is just to take it apart like that. So it's just unscrew that, take this out, and then it hinges and goes over like that. Push the bolt through and then put that back on. And this is one that we can then lock into place. So it's a case of just tightening it a little, engaging it. That's not quite tight enough because it's loose, so just tighten a little bit more and it will click into place just a little bit more. And then once you have to put a bit of pressure on and you can hear it click like that, then we know that that is nice and firm. And of course that is adjustable, so we just unclick it, we can move it up and down the handle to get it in exactly the place that you want to make it comfortable for working. And that is it. It's as simple as that to assemble. So what we need to do now is get the battery and put that on, and I'll show you how to use it. Got the battery fully charged, and of course to test if it's fully charged, just push the little button there and we should get 4 lights illuminating there, and it fits on the back, very simple. It just slides into there and we just click that into place. And when you've finished and you want to take the battery out, just release it with the red button and out it slides. So really easy to take on and off. The controls are very, very simple. On the handle here, we've got the trigger. In order to be able to depress the trigger, we have to push this in. This is the safety. So we push that in and then we can pull the trigger up and away it goes. As soon as we release the button and the trigger, then it stops. So there it is, really, really easy to assemble. So what we'll do now is go and put it into action. Even though there is the safety guard on the cutter, I'd always recommend goggles and gloves, and away we go. And this is great for if grass gets a little bit longer, or in the bottom of hedges, around trees, or even lawn edging and that type of thing. So it's got lots of uses around the garden. So here we go. So there you have it, the Cobra garden trimmer, very easy to put together and very easy to use.
Remember to register your Cobra online at cobragarden.co.uk. Always have your Cobra serviced regularly. Check the website for your nearest dealer.